with welcome Chief Patron Rituraj Saikia, Celeb Mayosab, Demetrius A. Karas, Convener, Organizing Secretary Dr. Rajesh G. Kannur, Professor Joseph Dunstan, Madam Pritisha Kumari, Vice President, and Sukhvinder Singh, Registrar. And to start with today's presentation, I have got a very unique theme. I don't know. Made lot of work on this. Patents and the next generation, reclaiming Dharma, age of innovation. Here, Dharma, I'm making it very clear, it is not pertaining to religion. Dharma, what we call in the Hindu philosophy, is your duty. Dharma becomes a duty. What is your duty? So it has been explained for over the ages of time, and how in the patents, next generation, our duty will be much more, what you call, important and very helpful in the mankind. And this shloka is very relevant. Om asto ma sadgamaya tamso ma jyotirgamaya mrutyo ma amrutam gamaya. Om shanti shanti shanti. Let us move from ignorance to truth, and from darkness to light, and from mortality to immortality. Now, what is the opposite of darkness? It is the light, and the light of literacy overcomes the illiteracy of darkness, according to. And this shloka is relevant not only always, but for today's presentation. My abstract will be a story of today for this presentation. This is a very beautiful story. In ancient Indian tradition, there lived a sage named Dadichi, a man of profound spiritual strength and unwavering dharma, dharma that is duty. When the celestial beings, that is the devas, means lords, were threatened by demon Vritra. Demons, as you know, like Ravan was a demon, and so on and so forth. They sought a weapon powerful enough to restore the cosmic balance. And that weapon is nothing in today's days, it is a missile. Even at that time, they had missiles. I'm talking about 500 BC or 1500 BC. So they approached this sage, Dadicha, requesting him that this weapon can be only forged from the bones infused with his divine energy. Now that was the time. That was the time of Dharma. Sage Dadichi, without hesitation, offered his own life. He entered into deep meditation, relinquished his body, and allowed the Devas to craft the Vajra. Vajra was a missile, at that time, a thunderbolt from his bones. And with it, Vritritra was defeated, and the waters of life were flowed freely once more. This is not mythology, it is a metaphor. I'll use this word again and again, because what is metaphor? You will be asking a question. Metaphor is nothing but is a figure of speech that implicitly compares two unrelated things, typically by stating one thing is another. Meaning, in a simple English language, what we can say, chef is a magician. That is metaphor. So you should not have any difficulty understanding when use the word metaphor. Now, coming back to the story, Daditi did not patent his sacrifice, because at that time those laws were not there, because things were very good. He did not trademark his bones. He gave what he had for the greater good, an act of selfless innovation. This word has come from the morning, very beautiful word, centuries before the term existed. Sorry. Today we stand at a crossroads of artificial intelligence, biotech, immersive technology. We must ask ourselves, are our innovations serving humanity or guarding private gain? Are our patent fences or bridges? Let us reimagine the intellectual property not as a vault but as a vessel, a beautiful vessel. Let us move from I made this to we evolved this. Since morning we have been talking about we. So I think it makes a relevance. We have to develop the patents. Let us embrace Dharma, that is duty driven design, where knowledge purifies, not pollutes, and innovation uplifts, not isolates. As says Dadichi, showed us the greatest legacy is not what we own, but what we can offer. So that's the thing. This is my abstract, and I'll start my presentation from here. I think I have made myself very clear about the patent next gen. Ancient ethos of knowledge, Vidyadhan. Morning also in my opening note, I had told knowledge as the highest form of is the charity. Initially, there used to be Gurukuls. The Gurukuls used to teach, irrespective of caste, creed, and sex. They used to teach the students, whether it is Raja's son or a courtier's son, they used to get the knowledge, staying in the Gurukul, serving the Guru. And Guru Shishya Parampara is since then going on across the globe. Transmission over possession. It's a transmission over a possession of knowledge. Rig Veda. I'll be using this Vedas, Rig Veda Upanishads. Rig Vedas are like Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yathurva Veda, and Atharva Veda. Now, the Vedas were taught verbally over the period of time. They are manuscripted, and today they exist. Lot of research work is going across the globe, and Rig Veda 10.191.2 says, "Let noble thoughts come to us from all directions." And today, that is what precisely is happening. There are all noble thoughts coming from the morning. I'm motivated. Really, I'm motivated. I don't know what to do. What time do I have? How much time do I have? What are my plans for patent? Yes, Dr. Saikia sir, you have made me the team member of one such patent design which is applied. The original open source of philosophy. It is an open source of philosophy which comes to me, to my mind. Now coming over to dharma and intellectual property. It existed as a form of a dharma or a duty. Bhagavad Gita 2.4 says you have the right to work but not to the fruits thereof. Correct, it's correct. We have right to design the patents, but the fruits are enjoyed by the people who deserve them. The shlok says, Karmanya Vaduka Raste Ma Faleshu Kadachana. That is what is this line says. Innovation must be responsible, not exploitative. That is what we have been hearing since morning. Yajurva Veda 26.2 says, let everyone be happy, let everyone be free from diseases. Patents must serve collective well-being. Yes, there should not be diseases existing in this universe. This is my first item in the bucket list, you know. But I don't know how it is going to happen, but it has to happen. Vedic seeds of modern technologies. Yes, I will answer why it is happening again and again. This thing is in there in mind. Even if no one asks the question, in my concluding part, I will mention this. If you see, Vedic concept, Anu is known as atom. Today, modern parallel is nanotechnology. That is new normal. Implication for patents, micro level innovation. Just see, just try to understand and get connected. Akasha, ether or space. That was their Vedic concept. Now it is AR, VR, 5G, metaverse. AR is augmented reality. VR is a virtual reality. And today implication for patent is immersive design. Just try to connect. It is there existing, but over the period of time, it is getting developed. Maya, what we call Maya is an illusion in Vedic. Today it is a virtual reality. Implication of patents is perception engineering. I don't know how many of you have seen the movie Kalki, Amitabh Bachchan and Pravas. They have created an illusion in that by using AI. For that reason, Bahubali 1, Bahubali 2, they have created an illusion, a Maya in today's. They have recreated that era. And Chadiksha is an inner space. Chadiksha is an inner space. Modern parallel is cognitive technology. And implication for patents is human-centric design. Whatever we do is a human-centric design. It has all got a connection from the past. But yes, it is getting invented, it is getting developed, it is getting designed, it is getting patented. In a nutshell, these aren't coincidences, they are continuities. No coincidence. It is a continuity. That is the beautiful thing which has happened. The Vedic seas, the learned people saw themselves, saw the universe as layered, dynamic, interconnected, just as we do today in digital design. Start connecting. My dear friends, you will get a connection immediately and you will feel, yes, whatever our ancestors have taught us, it is getting connected today, whatever we do. And that is the satisfaction. Now coming over to The next slide of mine, Vishwarupa as metaphor. If you see the Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Shri Bhagwan Krishna gave his sermon to his disciple Arjuna, Arjuna decided, yes, I would like to see your Vishwarup. And what happened? In the Vishwarup, he showed him his the entire Rupa illusion in such a way that there was a very big picture of his in a simple man words. And after looking this, Arjuna trembled. He told, no, I know who you are. And 11.11, because I don't have time to explain all this thing. In the cosmic form, Arjuna saw unlimited faces, eyes decorated with many celestial ornaments. If you see, there are ornaments. And wielding many kinds of divine weapons, he wore many garlands on his body and was anointed with many sweet smelling heavenly fragrance. He revealed himself as the wonderful infinite Lord whose face is everywhere. Exactly today, what is the thing? Arjuna created himself as a form of a Vishwarupa, mirrors today generative AI technology and immersive tech. That is what is happening in AI today. There is a boundless potential, must be guided by Dharma. Again, it should be for good. It is a duty of any person who is applying for a patent. There is a boundless potential that I am giving Vishwarupa as a metaphor for today. That yes, two things which are trying to get connected through this Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan. So we have a Vishwarup Darshan before us to present ourselves to the coming days of the society. Now, if you ask me, what is patent? Are they fences or bridges? No, they are bridges. Patent cannot be fences because no one applying patent has put a restriction, monopoly, exclusion. No, he is trying to safeguard his work, he or she. Patents as a bridges access stewardship and upliftment. Shift from I made this to we evolve this. Yes, Eudoxia as a team is trying to, at least they should be able to apply for 300 patents, sir. This figure is not that big and it can happen. You have a lot of students and figure is not exaggerated. Innovation will become a shared responsibility. Reimagine IP through the lens of Dharma, intellectual property, Dharma driven design. Core principle, stewardship over ownership, access over exclusivity, responsibility of entitlement. Invite technocrats, lawmakers, educators to correlate with ethical innovations, ecosystem. That is what precisely I'm going to tell. I'm trying to drive in a simple way. Yes, it is our duty, it is our dharma to apply for a patent for the well-being of the society, whereby your work is not taken away by some thieves, some unruly elements in the society and misused. Closing reflection. I have very less number of slides, so I thought of referring all this thing. There is nothing as purifying knowledge. Bhagavad Gita 4.38. Na jines sardesham pavitram iya vidyate. Knowledge is always pure. Let our patents purify, not pollute. Yes, our patents will purify. Illuminate, not isolate. Yes, they will illuminating like a sun. Empower, not exclude. The patents applied through Eudoxia will empower. Let the next generation inherit wisdom with technology. These are the references which I have gone through. Thanks to ISKCON, they have given me a lot of books on Bhagavad Gita. I've started gradually reading and making myself literate to understand the things as they are. And my pranams. And before concluding this session, you would be asking, sir, why this has happened so many years back and why we are telling today? No. Years after years, civilization changes, the generation changes, then there is a veil of ignorance, veil, parda, as you call, a curtain of ignorance. People forget, some new good people come, they try to reinvent, read the scriptures across the world people are doing and try to bring that as an invention with an innovation for the mankind. So with this, sir, I had a very limited time and I tried to use the time in the qualitative way to make my point. Yes, innovation, invention, and IP is a dharma. With that, I conclude my today's presentation. Hope I have not tried to give you a religious discourse, but I felt like giving a connection as to what has happened in the past, what is happening today, and what is happening tomorrow in a better way, that is trend, transition, and transformation. So we have seen the trend, we are into transition, and surely we are going to transform the entire universe in a better possible. Thank you. Thanks for your time and patience.